Good morning, student. I hope you are watching my video and doing your assignments regular basis. Now, in this video, I will discuss the topic nature of management. But before we discuss this topic, as first we will point out that different management thinkers have different views. Some define management as a science because there are well tested and experimented principle of management. Later on we will discuss the various principles that are well tested and experimented also. But some author regards management as a art because more practice is needed. In addition, some practitioners consider management is emerging as a profession nowadays. But what is the exact nature of management, whether there is a similarity of arts, feature of arts, features of science and profession is present in management or not. Let us first discuss to determine the whether management is a science, art or profession. We must understand the meanings and features of science, art and profession and compare them with the meaning and feature of management. Then only we can come to the conclusion that whether we can call management as a science, as art or as a profession or not. So let us start with the first topic, that is management as a science. As I said, first of all let me clear the what is science. It is a systematic body of knowledge that explains certain general truth or the operation of general laws. So, if these features of science, whatever is discussed below, is present in management, then only we can say that management is a science. First of all, systematized body of knowledge means scientific principles are based on cause and effect relationship. That is, it is already tested, nobody can challenge that H2O is equal to water. Its outcome is definite. Management has also systematized body of knowledge. It has its own theory and principle that have developed over a period of time. Of course, this feature of science is present in management. And the second principle, that is principles based on experiments and observation. Scientific principles are first developed through observation, then tested through repeated experimentations. The principle of management is also derived over a period of time through observation and repeated experimentation. This feature is also present in management, but the difference is that in science experiments are done by using the chemicals and what is its outcome is definite. However, since management deals with human beings and human behavior, the outcome of these experiments are not accurately predicted. So therefore, it cannot be called as inexact science because the outcome we cannot determine in advance. What will be the reaction of human being after applying any policy, rules, regulations to that individual, that we cannot determine in advance. It may be positive, it may be negative. So in this point, we cannot say that management is a pure science, but it is an inexact science. Now come to the third feature of science, that is universal validity. Scientific principles have universal validity and application. Similarly, Principle of management is not exact as the principle of pure science. Their applications and uses is not universal. It is just like a guideline given to the managers. It is upon them whether they will follow it or not, and it is not uses at universal level. They have to be modified according to a given situation. It is just a concept, it is just a guideline, not a ready-made solution of any problem. You have to modify, or you just apply the knowledge according to the situation. So thus we can conclude that management is an inexact science, not a pure science like physics and chemistry. So this is what we have discussed, the first nature, whether management is a science or not, and I just concluded this thing, that is features of science with the comparison of features of management. First feature that I already discussed, this criteria is fulfilled by the management. Second feature already I discussed, and this feature is also fulfilled by the management, and universal validity does not fulfill this criteria. So by concluding, we can say that management is inexact science. Now moving ahead to the second feature, can we call management as an art? So let me define first what is art. Art is the skillful and personal application of existing knowledge to achieve desired result. It can be acquired through study, observation, and experience. Personal applications means this is what, suppose for example, carpenter making furniture out of wood is example of art. That is, wood is a raw material, and when it is converted into chair, or for by or in useful any item, that is what shows the skill of carpenter, how his knowledge of personal skills, knowledge of knowledge, he is using the resources. So let me discuss some of the features, whether these features are present in management or not. First is existence of theoretical knowledge. Any art like dancing, public speaking, acting, music presupposes the existence of certain theoretical knowledge. At initial stage, any person take the knowledge of all this, study it, do the course. Similarly, a successful manager practices the art of management in the day-to-day job of managing an enterprise based on study, observation, and experience. So this way knowledge is also acquired by the manager, various principles of management, how to handle the situations they observe in their day-to-day life, and as per the experience they frame the policy, and accordingly they perform their functions. So thus we can say that there is an existence of theoretical knowledge. Now come to the second point, that is personalized application. Art is a very personalized concept. Like for example, two dancers, two speakers, two actors will always differ in demonstrating their art. Similarly, a manager applies the scientific method and body of knowledge to a given situation and a problem in his own unique style to manage things and people. This differ manager to manager. All are having their own way to tackle the situations by applying the knowledge, by applying their experiences. So this feature also is present in management, that is management is having a personalized application. Now come to the third feature, that is based on practice. Art involves the continuous practice of existing theoretical knowledge. Management satisfy these criteria as a manager gain experience through regular practices and becomes more effective. Only theoretical knowledge is not sufficient. That has to be applied in day-to-day life, and of course use the creativity to tackle the situation. This see the diagram, one is saying only theoretical knowledge is not sufficient, creativity should also be, your skill is also required to tackle the situation. So these skills vary person to person. Now come to the fourth feature of art, that is creativity. Art involves creativity. Similarly, a manager often studying various situations formulates his own theories for use in a given situations. This give rise to different style of management. So according to the situation, this creativity automatically generated. See how we were taking offline classes in the classroom by using board, chalks, books, giving notes to the student, and now the situation totally changed. As per the external environment, we have conducted online classes, and then we use the creative, applied our brain creativity, how the things, how the notes, how the materials, how the explanation to be communicated to our student. By just applying the brain, we are now conducting our regular classes, and it is sufficient also. As per my uh, experience, I think I am giving you sufficient materials to cover the syllabus of class 12 in a very systematic and in a very proper manner. Whether you are utilizing this or not, it is up to you, but you must remember that this year is very important for you. Please listen the instruction of teacher, note down the notes, important notes, and do the assignment what is given by the teacher. It is going to help you in all the way for facing your board exam. Now we conclude this, whether these all the features of art is present in management or not, that is specified in the table. You just see that all four features of art fulfilled by the management, this criteria is fulfilled by the management. So we can come to the conclusion that management can be called as an art because all the features are present in management. Hence we can call management as an art, or as an art of getting things done through people. That we have already discussed the definition of management, that is management is an art. So we can say that management is an art. Now after considering all the features of science with management, comparing all the features of art with management, we came to the conclusion that sometime management can be called as a science, but in exact science. Similar, and management is also called as an art. Now see here the useful tips is given. Management has features of both art and science. The practice of management is an art. However, manager can work better if their practice is based on the principle of management. Later on we will discuss various principles, various guidelines given to manager, how to apply the rules while solving the problems. These principles constitute the science of management. So this principle of managements are totally based on observation and experiments too. So we can say that management is a science. So management as a science and as an art are therefore not mutually exclusive, but are complementary to each other, presence of both the features science and art. So some questions can be asked, can you just briefly explain, is management is science or not, is management is art or not? You just give your conclusion. So this way you will get the pattern of questions, and some of the case study question that I already given in assignment. Write down the notes first what I am providing through videos, and do the assignment based on each topic I am just giving you after the explanation. Thank you so much.